It must be someone's birthday. What's going on, guys? We're back again with another catalog video in one day. That's crazy. Again, we already know what this is. It's the Atlas O Winter 2025 catalog. Sneaky by Atlas by releasing their catalog the same day as Lionel's big 125th anniversary catalog. Props to them for playing chess. Anyway, let's dive into the Premier Winter 25 catalog. I like that picture a lot with the Conrail on it. I'm assuming, yeah, obviously it says right on the cover, -8s. Let's dive in. Alright, so we got some U-boats, U-30Cs. We got some Delaware and Hudson. I do like that scheme. And then some, looks like some random schemes here. Oop, we are lagging. I'm trying to download my Lionel video as well, so that's probably why it's freaking out right now. Anyway, we got some U-boats here. I do like that Delaware and Hudson paint scheme, and I really do want that scheme, but just not on this engine or U-boat. I'd rather have it on something else. But I do like that Delaware and Hudson scheme a lot. And then again, you have some weird. Okay, so that's kind of cool actually. It's like posts this one. That's pretty cool actually. It's like a Gulleyford, Detroit, Edison. Never even heard of that. LNN. I feel like they've been doing a lot of LNN lately. I don't know what that scheme is, but it's kind of cool, I suppose. The Sioux Line one is interesting. Depending on how that looks in person, I'd be tempted, but I'm not gonna pre-order anything. In this, at least. Let's see. Let's just save CSX XLN patch. It's cool, I guess. God, that UP looks terrible right there. Sioux Line's cool, though. I'm interested in that one, possibly. And those go for $680, essentially. MSRP. Of course, that'll be cheaper if you pre-order. And that was Protosound 3, XMTH tooling. Alright, now we have some Premier GP40s. I really do want a Burlington Northern engine, but just this paint scheme, or this I don't know if I want it on a GP40, I guess. We'll see how it comes out in person again. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. I'm trying to cut back on my pre-orders, guys, to try and cut down on spending. So hopefully it works out, but we'll see what happens when it gets here. But really, if you want to get stuff guaranteed, you should be pre-ordering. But I'm not sure if I like how the Gaddix logo here is printed on that. I kind of wish it was plain. If this had a strobe light on top, I'd be interested. I really also like the safety striping on the nose on those Burlington Northern engines. I don't know if this one would have it, but again, we'll see what happens when it comes out. So you have CNO, Gaddix, Illinois Central, Metro. That's interesting. The Boston MBTA. Don't know what this is. Utah Transportation. That's weird. Wisconsin Central. Those go for $650 again. A lot of weird paint schemes they're doing, especially on these GP40s. It's kind of strange. I feel like for GP40s they could have did a lot of other railroads. Kind of a weird choice. I get the MBTA and the Metro, but the Utah thing and the Gaddix leasing, I don't really know who actually collects those. Kind of a weird choice, but okay. Probably could have done something else, I feel like. But anyway, moving on. So we have some Trainman -8s. This is not the MTH tooling. This is Atlas's own tooling, but with Protosound 3, which could be potentially really nice. I don't know how Atlas's Trainman -8 tooling is. I'm sure it's decent, but I would probably want to see it in person before I pre-order anything and lock in anything. But they got BNSF. I love that's my favorite BNSF paint scheme, to be honest. I like that one a lot, especially with the green. CN Conrail featuring newly tooled cab. I don't know what would be different. And then CSX. And I'm not sure if they even have this paint scheme on. I'm guessing they do on new. I thought they were getting rid of the dash 8s though. Someone would have to correct me in the comments, but I don't know if this is accurate or not. I'm sure it is, but this just looks kind of strange to me. But this Conrail, potentially I could be interested in. Again, I'm not going to pre-order anything, but maybe when it comes in, I could see it in person, or at least in pictures from the factory. We'll decide from there. Especially if it has that black kind of nose, whatever you want to call this part. I guess the top of the nose, or I know they paint this for like the visibility, for the reflection of the sun for the crew, so it doesn't like blind them. I don't know what this. See how this is black here. So if that's black on the Conrail, like it was in the cover photo, that could potentially be really nice, and I'd possibly be interested in that. So we'll see what happens when it gets here, but I'm not going to pre-order anything. Like I said, I'm trying to cut back. You have some NS now with Conrail cab. So obviously this is probably an ex-Conrail unit. Very cool, but I already have some NS on pre-order, so I'm not guaranteeing that. But some good stuff. At least the Dash 8 selection has some good road names on it. Genesee and Wyoming, that's an interesting paint scheme. And those go for $500. Pretty good price, actually, for a Protosound 3 engine, which I'm assuming will probably be nicely detailed, too. Pre-order probably be like $450 maybe, if I had to guess. Maybe even low 400s, depending on the store. We'll have to see what the pre-order price is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It could be tempting for low 400s, but I don't want to jump the gun on that and just order something just to order it. So we'll see. Again, like I said, that's a common theme for these two Lionel catalogs, or the Lionel catalog and the Atlas catalog. We'll see. And that's it for the engines already. We're down to rolling stock. We have more Premier 2-bay Centerflow hoppers. I feel like they just did these. Decent paint schemes, but nothing that I need to have. So we're going to cruise right on by there. I really wish they would upgrade the MTH tooling, or like the Premier stuff, and put the roller bearing trucks on. I feel like that would upgrade them a tremendous amount and make them look even better if they just put their nicer trucks on these things. Maybe they will in the future, I don't know. But those go for $84, not too bad. All right, these are interesting. The Premier Hot Metal car with the flickering load. I am very tempted to pick a couple of these up. I feel like these would be pretty neat. I have no purpose for these. I don't even have a switcher or anything to pull them with. But these would be really cool just to have like 2 or 4 of them. So I might pick some of these up. We'll see. Might get like the US and Bethlehem Steel. Maybe some of these like odd colored ones. Possibly. We'll see. But it's got the flickering light, which is pretty neat. So I wouldn't mind picking up a couple of these. They're $100 MSRP, so pre-order, I don't know, maybe 85, which was not a bad price. So possibly. Again, we'll see. Uh, this car features a hot frame. Okay, well, you guys could read that. We'll see. That'd be a cool piece to add on. All right, so you have some more Premiere. See, I feel like they're doing all these cars again. Like, I feel like they just did these in different paint schemes. I feel like we'll talk about that later. But these are all right. I like the paint schemes here. I like this drive safely. It reminds me of living home in Jersey. Um, Along the highway, there's I guess, oil or gas storage facility, whatever those big round tanks are. And on literally the same print and everything, same font, it says drive safely on it. It might even be a Citgo like station, I guess. Um, so it just reminds me of that. So that's kind of cool, kind of nostalgic for me. So maybe I would pick that one up down the road, or when it comes in, possibly. We'll see. Keep saying that. It's like my new tick or something. Yeah, that could be cool. We'll see. Dude, now I can't even help it. Sorry, guys. 85 bucks MSRP. All right, so these are Atlas Master 30 feet gallon. I could have swore these are MTH tooling though because they have the same thing. I mean, maybe it is their own tooling, but this looks just like the MTH one. But I mean, it doesn't say it's Premier, so I'm guessing it's their own tooling. But I can't tell because it looks just like the MTH one. I do like these. These are cool. They're huge. I don't know if I'd get any of these though. Maybe this black one. Maybe a couple of these black ones. Maybe. But I don't want to. I'm trying to not to pre-order anything because that's where I get in the hot water. 70 bucks. That's not a bad price though for a big car. That's decently priced. And their true scale dimensions are approximately 17 inches. That's a pretty big car. I'd probably get maybe one or two of the black. Maybe just one. Like I said, I'm trying to cut. I don't need any more rolling stock really. All right, so we got some Master 60-foot auto parts box cars. These are cool, big. I like the Southern. I always like that paint scheme. Maybe the N&W. That's kind of a cool patch job. That might be a fun weathering project. I don't know, I might pick up these two, maybe. And the CS. Again, I don't need any more rolling stock though, so I don't know. How much do these go for? These do have the rotating bearing caps though, which I'm a sucker for. Again, 75 bucks. That's not a bad price for a Atlas Master. Not too shabby. Couple decent pieces. All right. We got the Trainman 52-foot flat car. And I did a video on these from the last time I did these, guys. These things are a steal. At least if they're still priced the same from, let me see. Maybe it's a different car. Because Atlas did a couple of catalogs back. They did looks very similar. I thought it was like the same. It's a Trainman. I could have swore it was the same car, but you can get this car for like 50 bucks if it's the same one. Maybe that's like a pre-order price. If so, if the pre-order price is like 50 bucks, these cars are a steal. They're super nicely detailed. They have rotating bearing caps. The loads are nice. The cars look fantastic. Great deal. It is an absolute steal if you can get these cars for the price I think you could. I think it's the same car though. I could have swore it was. Let me see. Yeah, roller bearing trucks. It's got to be the same. Oh, I didn't catch that earlier. So you could take the load off, I guess. Interesting. I'll have to look into that, especially the Army one if that's the case. You got CNJ, which I could potentially be interested in. Hmm. If the pre-order price is good, I would be tempted to get a couple of these. Oh, and you can get a 4-pack of the Army one. That's tempting. The Army stuff always. Okay, so here's the Army stuff. Oh, dang, they got a Jeep. Well, darn. They might have me here. At least for the Army flat car. Because I'm always trying to build up my Army train. Well, guys, let's see what the pre-order price is. How much do they want for these things? Woo! It's a little steep. I mean, if they're like, are they plastic or are these die cast? I don't know if it says. Hmm. Oh, there's more down here. Hmm. We'll see what the pre-order price is for all this stuff, but I could be potentially on the hook for the military stuff. And I think that's it, guys. Yeah, we're already on to little accessory things. I don't really drink Coke, so it's a pass for me. $11? Oh, for that. Oh, that thing's like trash though. That's why it's $11. Yeah, that's for on the accessories. That's the end of the catalog. I don't know what the track. What is that? What is this stuff? I don't feel like reading it. Anyway, or we don't need to waste time on that. Well, boys, that looks like it's it for the Atlas Winter catalog. Some decent stuff in here. Not not their finest work. Kind of disappointing, to be honest, but not terrible either. I just, for me, I just don't want to commit to any pre-orders, but we'll see what the pre-order pricing is. Like I said, for those army cars and vehicles, potentially I could be interested in that. But not a not a terrible catalog. At least things are reasonably priced here, unlike the Lionel catalog. But I feel like they could have did better. Atlas, they could have did some more wood-sided reefers, um, modern hoppers, or there's so many good toolings they have that they could have did. I really want them to do one, more amp fleets, and two, those not Bradley passenger cars. Are they the Bradley passenger car? I forget what they're called now. Yeah, Bradley, I think. I think that's what the old Weaver tooling. I think they're Bradley. Anyway, they could have did a ton of other stuff, so I feel like that was a letdown. And I feel like they keep doing a bunch of the MTH Premier, like the same MTH Premier freight cars over and over again, which is good. I'm glad they're utilizing the tooling, but at the same time, it's like, come on, change it up a little bit. You don't put catalogs out every week, so I mean, it would have been nice if they changed up the MTH stuff. But I don't know. Hopefully, they'll do some more Atlas, nice Atlas stuff, and some more catalogs to come. But not a bad catalog. At least things are reasonably priced over here. Again, it's a little bit of a letdown. I will admit that, but we'll see how things come out when they come here in person. But not too bad, I guess. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below of this catalog. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.